Sint-Niklaas, Antwerpen-Zuid, Antwerpen-Berchem, Antwerpen-Centraal als eindbestemming. Beste reizigers, de eerstvolgende trein bij vertrek in Gent-Sint-Pieters is de trein naar Genk via Aalst en Denderleeuw op spoor 9 om 7:12. Trein naar Eeklo op spoor 1 om 7:13. Trein naar Brussel en Schaarbeek op spoor 9 om 7:20. Trein naar Mechelen op spoor 1 om 7:21. Trein naar Oudenaarde op spoor 3 om 7:22. En de trein naar Brussel en Eupen op spoor 10 om 7:24. Beste reizigers, dadelijk station Gent-Sint-Pieters.
Beste reizigers, er is 9:57. Over enkele minuten komen we bij station Tilburg. Wij komen later dan gepland en wij komen bij spoor 1. Voor passagiers die door moeten reizen is een aantal mogelijkheden voor overstappen. Den Bosch, Oost-Nijmegen, Zwolle. Met Intercity van spoor 1 om 10:03. Sprinter naar Veert gaat van spoor 1 om 10:08. En een sprinter naar Arnhem Centraal gaat van spoor 1 om 10:13. Na de korte stop gaan we verder naar Eindhoven Centraal. Station Tilburg.
Hij zou SMS.
Yo, that Lane bus kind of threw me off. I was not expecting to see that shit here, but because I already forgot that they come here. I think I've seen that line. It's somewhere in Antwerp. Well, in the province of Antwerp itself, in some city I visited. I think I've seen that line, but I don't remember what line it is. I think they also go to Eindhoven. Not sure about that, I have to check. But that really threw me off for some reason. I feel like I'm somewhere deep in the Netherlands, but nah, this is a border city, bitch. I don't want to be a complainer and start a bitch session again, but I got delayed again. I lost half an hour in this bitch because of those stupid ass delays. Man, now I only have 5 hours left because I'm gonna try to catch a train at 16:22 to get at home at around 7 o'clock, and that's the only thing I'm willing to convert out here. I'm not gonna convert Celsius and meters. You got me fucked up. But if you don't know what 5 p.m. is, you're lost, man. It's actually kind of warm here. Probably because it's getting sunlight more directly in this part. Well, let's go explore Tilburg. It's a few short minutes from Breda by train. And further away is Eindhoven. I think my mom's older sister, my aunt, is here in the Netherlands too. She's probably going to Keukenhof, the place where the tulips are, because she went there last time. The last post she posted was she was in Bad something, a town called Bad something. I forgot what it was. I just know it's at sea in the province of Zeeland. She's around there. Well, she's likely now in Amsterdam, probably. Good for her. I love how they put these pine trees here, because that's what the environment around the city is like. There's a lot of these pine trees around here. There's also some street cleaner dude arguing with well, I don't know if they were arguing, but with a homeless looking dude. Well, I don't really care. Let's just say that were those people from a few clips ago. This water looks clear as hell, but because of the dirt, it looks disgusting. Yeah, it's the color of the sand and stuff. It's really clean in the surface. There is no plastic floating, but then there is trash down there. If this was in Brussels, bro, that shit would have been filled with trash. Because motherfuckers don't know they're sabotaging themselves as well when they throw shit in the water, in the environment. Oh, there's a obelisk looking thing. One of them dark towers from Digimon Adventure 2. Well, this one is gray. Yo, it legit looked like one of them towers from Digimon Adventure. When that shit appeared in the real world, that means nothing good. And if you follow Digimon Adventure 02, you know what I'm talking about. This statue is looking dead ass at me, and for some reason I'm kind of seeing his mouth moving. No, it's still, but my brain, when I looked at it, my brain saw it move. Well, my brain made it so that it looks like it was moving his mouth, but it's not. It's just an illusion that my brain is creating. See? Oh, it's so freaky. When I look to the side and then I look at him, it feels like his head moved. Oh, it's so freaky. My brain is messing with me. Look at this shit. They said Tilburg is boring. This doesn't look boring. I apologize for the shakiness of the footage, but I am filming on an iPhone. I thought I ended in the same spot from a while ago, but it's actually a different spot. I am, of course, looking for a bathroom. Typical. It's almost 11:20. I could actually buy something here. Hold up. You know what? Let's not go to the McDonald's. That shit is full of... Let's go to the Albertine here in the station and see if they have those warm wraps that they have in Rotterdam Central Station. Also, there is a library behind these buildings right here. And they have a public restroom, a free bathroom. And it's a repurposed old industrial building. And I think this building is one too. They turned it into apartments. I like when they do that. There are these old tracks here. I'm assuming they're old cargo train lines that used to be here. Or, you know, one of those cargo things. Oh, there's my dude from the... Wait, what they called? The guy that wasn't... The handhaving. The security... Wait, what's the name of that in English? The handhaving. They're like security. public security, some shit like that. Oh, I finished GTA San Andreas again. Man, I love that game. I was thinking about buying the definitive versions of the 3 games, but it's still a piece of shit, man. I don't care how many updates they put on that. I saw some YouTubers say you can't polish a turd, you know. It's still a turd. No matter how much you polish that shit, it's still gonna be shit. They might as well scrap that whole shit and start over again and call it the Ultimate Edition. And this time doing it right. Look, there's an old train wagon here. This is dope, man. I'm starting to like Tilburg. All this old industrial shit around here, I love it. Shows the history of this place. Yeah, I know these trains. I've seen them on old videos. Yeah, these photos, well, this photo right here might be from the 30s, but this one here is from like the 1960s or something, because the cars look a bit too modern. Yeah, here in Europe we were still taking black and white pictures up until the 80s. Yo, there was this weirdo behind me when I was looking at those photos. There was like this weirdo looking Arab that was like staring at me and shit, and then started following me around the sign. I was like, what the fuck? Is that motherfucker still following me? No. I juked him. I went around the sign and then I went further. And I'm here now. But what the fuck do you want? I hate that shit, man. I hate when motherfuckers look weird at me. Or come talk to me, random motherfuckers off the street. Can't stand that shit. It gives me anxiety. When I don't know you, I don't want to talk to you. Unless you're someone I know. Unless I know you from the internet and you're like some famous YouTuber or some shit, I might come to you and talk to you. And you can come to me and talk to me. Because I know who you are. I know what you're all about. But when you are some random motherfucker off the street, I don't know you. I don't know what you want. I don't know your intentions, bitch. He was not an Arab. He was actually a Maghreb. One of those North African motherfuckers from Algeria, Morocco, that shit. You know, the usual ones that are always doing shit. Because every time I see a police video, who are they arresting for doing some fuck shit? Who often it is? Huh? The usual ones. Oh, an Algerian dude, as a matter of fact, attacked a lady in a certain area of, I don't know what city, it might be Lisbon, I don't know. They often rob that store, and where else? They attacked a lady recently, one of the store workers punched her, and they were Algerian. Maghreb's descent. In Portugal, we don't really like gypsies and Maghrebs because they just fuck shit up and steal and rob, assault people. And I bet the motherfucker that's listening to this music is one of them. this white ass looking mother. I should slap for making me say stereotypical shit. Listening to that shit music. Look, you listen to whatever you want to listen to. It's not me to say that it's shit music or not, but you listening to what you want. I thought this was a police station, but it's not. I thought it looks like one. Usually police stations are kind of built like this. Modern ones at least. Look, there's the marshmallow dude from Ghostbusters right there. I'm wondering why they didn't build a tram or a metro system that connects Breda, Tilburg and Eindhoven. Like they did in Germany with Cologne and Dortmund. It's connected to all these other cities like Essen and Duisburg. They have a huge ass pre-metro tram system there. Why didn't they build that here? I know you gotta have money for it, but they had money. Because these cities are kind of big. I mean, Tilburg is quite walkable, I think. From Google Maps, if you stare at it, it doesn't look like it. It looks too damn big. On a nice park. No drinking. Yeah, it's illegal to drink in public and be drunk. Unless you're one of those quiet drunks. Then you might pass. If you are being drunk and obnoxious, you're gonna get a fine for openbaar dronkenschap. Translation to what I said before, being drunk in public. It actually translates to open drunkenness, the literal translation of the words. I mean, you English motherfuckers should understand a little bit openbaar. Openbaar. The word open is in there. Dronkenschap. You should know. Drunk. Yeah, a lot of you probably figured that out. I forgot what the fine was. I don't know if it depends from city to city or they usually charge depending on how they say overlast, how nuisance, how much of a nuisance it is in certain places. It might be higher for those places where it happens often. Oh look, tulips. Yeah, my mama wants to go see the tulips in May. We're gonna try that shit. Trust. Stay there for a little weekend. If we can afford it. Because Trump kind of fucked us up. My mom was saying, you are for Trump? Look what he did now. I'm like, Mom, I was never for Trump. I was just saying, give him a chance. Let's see if he can fix the shit that Joe Biden did. But it turns out he's doing it even worse. On top of that, he lies, man. He just keeps lying. And everything, he will always say there's nothing wrong with what he does. There's never nothing wrong with it. But he realized he fucked up because he paused the tariffs for the EU, but still kept it for China. Good one on that. Fuck China, fuck the CCP. No, not fuck China. Scrap that. Just fuck the CCP overall. Fuck them up. Ensure that they ensure that you destabilize that shitty ass government and the people can put their democratic government, a proper government that actually cares about them, like Taiwan. Fuck those motherfuckers up. They need to get the fuck out of there. They fucked China up. It's not the fancy buildings and all that. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't mean it's good. You can hide shitness behind good looking stuff, you know? It's like a diamond that looks like a diamond, but then on the inside it has shit in it. Yeah, you never hear about Tilburg. You hear about Breda and Eindhoven, but Tilburg, it's kind of like cast on the side. And I don't think I even seen a video where Jan Willem came to Tilburg on a service. You never hear nothing about this city. There you go. Man, these crosswalks here in the Netherlands, I always think they're bike lanes. Because in Belgium they look like that. Except they have the red coloring on them. But it still kind of fucks me up. Because I'm trying to look for a crosswalk and I don't see it. Because it's like these lines. So this is the old north of Tilburg. Where's the new north? I'm betting this is a police station for sure. Let's get closer. I mean, I'm not out here trying to look for police stations on purpose. Or are they just apartment buildings? Oh, this is a nice little plain here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna sit there and eat some of my apple slices. I was gonna do it at the station, but some bitch sat next to me and she started smoking. And I hate the smell of smoke. As a matter of fact, I think I prefer the smell of weed. No, I just noticed that big ass building up there. It's not far from the station, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the only way I heard about Tilburg was when I was looking around back in the day when I went to Breda for the first time around March 2023. I was looking around the area to see if there are any more spots that are close to the border, because back then I was trying to go to the surrounding countries of Belgium, but as close to the border as possible to not waste too much money. And because the transport back then wasn't that great, especially for the Netherlands. For France it's okay, but for the Netherlands, had that slow ass Brussels intercity. Let me go the other way. Let me keep going that way. Oh, these are regular apartment buildings. It did look a bit like a police station, I ain't gonna lie. But as I was saying, I was just looking around Breda at the time, what other places I could reach by bus or by train, and I saw Tilburg was like right next to Breda, and it looked bigger, and also had tall ass buildings. I was like, damn, this must be a dope ass city. And yeah, although it did say it would take 3 hours to reach it. I don't remember anymore, but I just remember it was a long ass time back then. But now seems like it's a bit more faster, and the Eurocity is often on time, I think. What? I just pulled that out of my ass. I don't even know if that motherfucker is on time most of the times. But I'm assuming so, because also the time changes, the timetable of the trains, I guess, made it a bit shorter to reach here. But then back then I didn't really want to travel to a place that took almost 3 hours, because I thought I wouldn't have enough time to visit it. But when I did that Utrecht small travel last year in November, I was like, you know what, it's doable. You can actually spend quite a few hours here in a place that's 3 hours away. And then I experimented it with Cullen, and it takes 3.5 hours to reach it. And that was also doable. I stayed a good 6-7 hours there, and I managed to go to all the spots I wanted to go, except on the other side of the Rhine River. I didn't get enough time to go there, because I really didn't want to miss I didn't want to go too far, because I didn't want to miss my train. The ICE, the legendary German ICEs. And this looks like a neighborhood in Belgium. But then we all know that Belgium used to be part of the Netherlands. But you still see some stuff that looks more typical of Dutch and other that's more Belgian. By just looking at windows and doors, some of them look typical. You see that style more in the Netherlands than in Belgium. Even though the station itself is not labeled as a central station, They still put it on bus lines and signs saying which station is the main one. But on the trains they don't refer to it as Tilburg Central, they just call it Tilburg. That dude was waving at another dude. Could they see each other? I guess he could. Maria School. Kinderbedrijf. I guess it's one of them religious schools. I might take one of these buses back. I mean, this is all broken, but it looks nicer this way. Or is it just me? I think it looks nicer this way. You have the sun shining through the cracks and it makes more colors. And you can still read clearly what it says there. Maybe they should leave it like that. It's actually nice. There's a little cemetery here. You know you gotta be rich to be buried under the church itself. And perhaps even next to it. Okay, I haven't done a cemetery walk in a while. Well, the cemetery ain't that old. The graves, at least. The cemetery might be really old, but I'm seeing 20th century graves. Wow, that man died really young. Born in 1950 and died in 1990. That's not that long. My grandma was born in 1950. Yeah, how old would a person from 50 be in 1990? 40 years old, yeah. That ain't no age to die. There's an Asian grave here. Stefan Chiwan Lau. Born 26 January 1975, died 23rd of July 1991. Wow, he died quite young. If he was born in 75, how old was he in 1991? Hold up, he would have been 20 in 1995. 1991 was 4 years ago. So he was 16 years old. Wow, that sucks, man. Poor guy. Was it like an accident or disease? We don't know. He would have turned 50 this year, now that I'm thinking. I thought this grave said 1999, but it's 1899. Also, it looks too damn old to be from 1999. People are often scared of cemeteries, that they might be haunted and shit, but why would a cemetery be haunted if you think about it? The people, yes, there are dead people here, a lot of them, but most of them died somewhere else. They didn't die here. So the only place that has to be haunted is the places where some of these people died on, not here. Why would they be haunting the cemetery? They didn't die here. They are resting here, their body. That would make no sense. I mean, if you wanted protection from spirits or wanted to hide from them, you'd probably be better off hiding in a cemetery. Do you know how rare it is for people to die on a cemetery right away? I'm not saying it can happen, but it probably did. Wait, am I stepping on a grave? I was gonna see what these graves are about, but... Well, I don't think I am. Because there's like some stonework here. I'll say this grave is from 1999. I don't know whose grave this is, but they have like this thing here. Geert-Jan Remers. Gerard Remers. He died last year. Betsy Donders. His wife, yeah. She died in 1999. 24 years before him. Which is kind of funny because, well, there's nothing funny about them dying, but usually wives live longer than the husbands. From my visits to the cemetery and experiences with actual living wives, a lot of the time it's the husband that dies first, and sometimes many decades before the wife. The husband of my landlady, of our old landlady, she now passed away. I think she died in 2017. I'm not sure. Or did she die in 2021? I don't remember. But I've seen her grave. I've been to her grave. And her husband's grave before she even died. Her husband died in 1995. When we met her in 2009, well, I was, of course, they asked my age and they say, yeah, that's around the time my husband died. Or dead. Because the daughters were there too. And it was 16 years ago. No, not 16 years ago. That would have been in 2011. 2009 was 14. At the time, 1995 and 2009 was 14 years ago. So see, she died. Well, if she died in 2021 or 2017, it's 20 plus years. So like I said, a lot of the times the wives are the ones that live longer, not the husbands. In that case, his wife died in 1999 and he died in 2023, which was last year. 24 years apart. It's usually about that time, 20 something, 25 years, 24 years. Which is kind of strange when you think about it. Why is it 20 something years? If I get a husband, well, I'm gonna be like the wife. That's 100% sure. That means I'm gonna outlive my husband. If I probably won't get married, but often the homos don't marry that much. You can do that if you want to, but not me. I don't believe in marriage, to be honest. Well, it's great that gays can marry, but I see no point in that shit. Plus, if you get divorced, you're gonna have to give half of your shit to him. I'm like, hell no, I'm too cheap for that. if we're separating, I'm not gonna give you my shit. Especially if I was the one that bought it before I met you.
Volgende halte, Voorstraat.
There's that the lane bus again. I wonder what line it is. But it says it is on break. That's cool. It's like something familiar close by. Something you recognize. The thing I dislike about listening to Arab music is the fucking auto-tune, man. Why does every Arab music I'm listening on the road or anything else is auto-tune? Why the fuck do they auto-tune the shit out of their music? It's gross. I kind of dislike when shit is too much auto-tuned in general. Well, it's like in the Arab world, they're still stuck in 2007 and 2009, because that was the 2007 was the first wave of auto-tuned music that started to come in. Like almost everything that came out back then was auto-tuned, and then it kind of chilled out in 2008 because of the backlash. Yes, I heard it. People were giving musicians backlash for using too much auto-tune in 2007. So it started to chill out a bit in 2008. And then came the second wave of auto-tune in 2009. And that lasted until like 2014 or so. And then we had a third wave, I think, in 2016. But I can't remember anymore. Because I did ask ChatGPT about it. Why was there so much auto-tune in 2007? And then in 2008 it kind of chilled out. And then it resumed again in 2009. And they explained why. And he actually gave me a list of the auto-tune waves of the last decades. Well, I have to check my phone. My Galaxy is charged because, wow, the shakiness of this camera. Well, I found out there's another Delane bus right there. I'm going to Tilburg station. And that one is bus 45 to Turnhout, which is in the province of Antwerp. It's not very far from here. Yeah, Turnhout, I forgot. Completely forgot it was Turnhout. There has been some quite interesting news coming out of there that turned out has been kind of unsafe lately. I mean, you can already guess why. A certain group of people that lately have been coming over to Europe, doing drugs and shit, all that. Do you see how high this shit is? Well, I'm forgetting we had platforms, but still. I'm guessing the old platforms would be somewhere to this level. Somewhere around here, I don't know. From 1932 that this was built on. Interesting. There's more over there, but I don't care. I can't go there, I mean. Bro, who broke the glass there, motherfuckers? Oh, I just noticed this shit is a zipper. I thought it was a lawnmower. It's a zipper. Well, it kind of looked like a lawnmower. But then looking at from here, from there, I mean. Yeah, it's a zipper. Cool. And here it's closed. I'll see you. I see you. Those guys, that group over there, asked me to take a picture of them. I hope I did it right. It got so hot. I had to take my coat off. It got really warm.
Stoom van...
Okay, I got my tickets back to Antwerp. Then I have to buy my NMBS ticket back to Deinze from Antwerp. I think I'm gonna take it in Antwerp Central Station. Should I wait until 7 o'clock? I don't know. When I go back home, I try to get home as early as possible. But if I leave at 7, I can buy a weekend ticket for half the price on first class. Should I wait until 7? That would be smart, wouldn't it? But then at the same time, I don't really want to wait that long. 1 hour, bro. And if something goes wrong, you'll be stuck there for even longer. That's the problem with the NMBS. You can't trust those motherfuckers. I feel like my trust has been broken ever since that Maastricht thing. Well, I wasn't stuck in Maastricht, I was stuck in Liège. It was during that trip. I'm still traumatized by it. I couldn't believe that shit was really happening. At the time I was like, this is surreal. This can't be happening. How much of the incompetents are they? Okay, for my insurance I did the calculations. It's not 100% correct, but it's about 180 between 190. Almost 200. So picture that, 180 euros per year for insurance, medical insurance. Well, in America the motherfuckers have to pay 3,000 euros a month or some shit like that. But America is really like, it would be the last place I'd want to live. Not only for the insecurity, because imagine if I accidentally trespassed here in Belgium sometimes, because I didn't see the signs or there were no signs. Imagine in America, I would have probably been shot for accidentally trespassing. Picture that shit. And my little sister would never put her feet in a school there. Never. First of all, what they learn there is stupid. That, like, you know how stupid Americans are? They say some stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. Especially when it comes to maps. You think I want my sister to be in that shit? Hell no. I feel like the more of a country becomes closer to being a superpower, the stupider the people get. I don't know why. Probably has to do, you don't have to rely as much on other countries. Kind of isolate yourself a little bit. I don't know how that shit works, man. That's the impression that I'm getting. Also, Americans tend to think that the world revolves around them all the time. and stuff. Like they try to pay with dollars in a McDonald's here in the Netherlands, and then get upset that people don't accept it just because they think McDonald's is an American brand. Bruh, it's not because it's made in America that it's gonna accept American currency. It's been franchised. I think that's the right word. But I find it extremely shocking how dumb and ignorant Americans are. Very shocking. I don't think they were like that like in the 50s and the 40s. I think they were pretty good educated. But now, that guy was really satisfied. Making my way to the station. It's gonna be time to leave. I was thinking about leaving at 17, but I'll reach Antwerp at around 7. Also, there's not much point in waiting for a weekend ticket, so like I said earlier, it's the same damn price as a return first class ticket. Of course I could use it to go to Antwerp tomorrow, but it's gonna be a lot of money, man, because I have to buy first class for my mom, unless she can buy it herself. I don't know. I think this is the real police station, the actual police station, because I saw it's not that far from the... Oh, see? Police see. I saw it was not that far from the station. I have to hurry a little bit because it's 15:52 and I have to catch the train at 16:22. Stopped in Antwerpen Central. You already know what time it is. This shit never gets old, man. I love this station. It's probably my favorite station ever. As are a lot of the other train YouTubers. They also love this station a lot. There is no really a point to live in Antwerpen, Berchem anyways, because I won't have a choice of a seat. Now look at this, it's empty. That's why I'm talking like this, because this whole ass train is empty. I might be the only motherfucker in here. I don't know. I don't even know if I was allowed to get in. Well, the signs were not saying do not enter, and the doors were open, so fuck it. It's going home anyways. And I keep forgetting today is Friday. It's not Saturday. I keep thinking tomorrow is Sunday. Nah, man. Today is Friday. It feels like a Saturday a little bit. But then if I'm realizing that I'm having this train is going directly to my hometown. This is the Depana train, the train that I took the other day to go to New Airport. And there's a fucking Desiro. Can you believe I took one of these motherfuckers to Luxembourg? 4 hours in this thing. This ain't no damn train for a trip from Brussels to Luxembourg, man. What the fuck were they thinking at the time? What? Also, usually it's line 1 that we live at. I guess it depends on the time. They kind of switch the tracks. Or the train line, I don't know. Well, I don't mind sitting here actually. I'm just gonna switch to a front seat so that I'm facing the front of the train, but my mom does get a bit motion sick if she's traveling like this for some reason. She doesn't like traveling like this. She gets dizzy, or she has to sit here. My mom has to sit here and see the train. But anyways, I hope if you've seen the video, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I don't mind if you skip parts. That's totally okay. If you just want to see a particular thing that you're curious about, then go ahead and look through the video. You don't have to see the whole shit. It's probably gonna be almost 2 hours or 1.5 hours. Who makes vlogs of that size? I want to stay relevant. Well, I'm not really asking to be a relevant motherfucker, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind making a little bit of a side on YouTube. A little extra cash would help. Maybe one day if I become relevant enough, I'll make a Patreon. Who knows? I tried to make that shit, but I just anticipate like nobody's gonna subscribe to my shit. Anyhow, this is it for me. I'm probably not gonna say anything else till the end, and yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.
De trein met bestemming Gent en de pannen. De eerstvolgende haltes zijn de stations Antwerpen-Berchem en Antwerpen-Zuid. Goedenavond, flits op de trein richting Gent, Sint-Pieters en de Pannen. De eerstvolgende halte is Antwerpen-Zuid. Reizigers met eindbestemming Antwerpen-Zuid, oplet. In Antwerpen-Zuid kunt u de trein niet verlaten vanuit de laatste 3 rijtuigen. Het betreft de rijtuigen met de nummers 565. U vindt het nummer van het rijtuig waarin u zich bevindt vermeld bovenaan elke binnendeur. Hebt u als eindbestemming Antwerpen-Zuid, dan kunt u niet uitstappen uit de laatste 3 rijtuigen, dit vanwege de werken aan het perron. U wordt vriendelijk verzocht u binnen in de trein naar voren te begeven, alvorens uit te stappen. Wij danken u voor uw medewerking. Na Antwerpen-Zuid rijdt deze trein verder richting Gent en de Pannen met haltes in Sint-Niklaas, Lokeren, Gent-Ampoort, Gent-Sint-Pieters, De Pinte, Deinze, Tielt, Lichtervelde, Kortemark, Nixmuiden, Veurde, Kokzijde en tenslotte de Pannen het eindstation. Eerstvolgende halte dus Antwerpen-Zuid.